Hey there peeps, mewmew here and welcome back to Dragalia Lost. Today we're going to talk about the new version of Dragalia Lost and also everything we know about the Fire Emblems event, so let's get to it. So this video is going to be long because I already saw the notices for the new version and they're very long, so I'm going to leave timestamps in the video for whenever we start talking about Fire Emblems, but we're going to talk about the update first. Also, low-key, if you haven't submitted an Ask Me a question for that video, please do so in this video, and I'm just collecting all the questions and I will be answering as many as I can during the video once I release it at the beginning of May. So please do so, it'd be awesome. Also, other newsworthy things. Next week's schedule is going to be really hectic because I have a lot to do in real life, so just FYI, if you see a little less of me, that's probably why. Also, let's get into the news. I've been kind of keeping up with this. This version is actually already out there. I downloaded it and installed it last night. So you can do that update. If you don't do it before maintenance, whenever the game comes back, it's basically going to force you to download the new app. So make sure you do that. It is, you know, a little bit more space that you need. So make sure to do that because, oh my gosh, these updates, they're crazy. Also, we do have a promotional video for Fire Emblem, so we will talk about that later. Everything Fire Emblem related, we're doing in the second part of this video, just so I can like keep all these timestamps like together. Whew. So let's get to it. First thing is issues regarding void battles. So apparently, there's been some issues with the void battles that they've temporarily closed the Wandering Shroom Strike and a Sitting Golem Strike quest. It's crazy that they had to close these quests. The details of the issues. When attempting to play the Wandering Shroom Strike quest, the game gets stuck during the loading screen. In a Sitting Golem Strike quest, the Sitting Golem's attacks don't deal any damage. I never experienced either of these, but I also haven't done Wandering Shroom in a really big minute, so that's crazy. We're currently investigating these issues. Any further updates will be added to this notice. Corrected a quest name and the details of the issues part of the notice. So yeah, both of these quests are temporarily gone. Let's go see. I didn't even know that these issues were a thing, but apparently they were. So it's cool that they're at least dealing with it. I wonder if there's going to be any compensation, especially if you were at least Wandering Shroom wasn't a requirement for endeavors. And if Obsidian Golem was not giving you any damage, at least you were able to complete the quest without any problem. No, pros and cons. Also, apparently responses might be delayed. Investigating and replying to inquiries between the 26th and the 5th of May may take longer than normal. Thank you for understanding. I think that the reason for this, either they have holidays or they're just going to be focusing a lot on new content that is coming out. And, you know, it is during the beginning of the Fire Emblems event. So it's probably because they're, you know, focusing on all of those things. We are having apparently limited time packs and limited time champions pack incoming. So basically these limited time upgrade packs and champions pack will be available for a limited time in the shop starting after the maintenance. So we'll definitely do a is it worth kind of video. And these upgrade packs will contain diamantium and items to assist upgrading adventures, weapons, wrymprints, and dragons. The limited times champions pack contains diamantium and items to assist with upgrading adventures and unlocking mana nodes. For pricing and other information, see the notification when the packs become available. So we don't know how much money they're going to be. We don't know how big these packs are going to be. But I'm assuming they're just going to be bigger than the ones that we currently have as monthly and weekly packs. So, you know, hopefully there's a good amount of sweet stuff in there. Okay. So, you know, we have two routes we can go, and we're going to the version update route. So let's talk. Version 1.7.1 of the game is now available, and a lot of the other features will be available after the maintenance, which is happening tonight. Make sure to finish all your endeavors tonight because it's leaving. You may install right now, otherwise it'll force you. Note, when you update to version 1.7.1, and play co-op, you will no longer be matched with people playing in the previous version. Rooms that you're created if you're in the new version will only allow people to play that are in the new version. If you are, in the new version and you see a room but it was actually created by somebody else, it won't, and that is not on the new version, it won't let you join. So basically they're doing everything possible to prevent you joining other people that are not in the same version. And the reason for that is not that they're being weird, but it's because they made updates to co-op in this new version. So it's possible that it's not compatible with the old version. And just to keep things in sync, it's better just to keep everybody that's already migrated together and everyone that hasn't on the other side. But if you see an update to your app, just update it and there's no problems. And even if they give you an ID, you won't be able to join anyways. It'll just the room will display, but you will not be able to enter it. So they're definitely putting like guardrails for this not to happen. Also, to commemorate the update, they'll be sending all players a temple summon voucher. Awesome. The notice will be modified when they've been distributed. Not yet. Update details. Changes to how summoning works and how wrymprints are acquired. After the mainnet starting at 10 p.m. today, wrymprints will no longer appear when summoning. Going forward, you will be able to acquire wrymprints in quests or by trading for them in the shop using Eld Water. We have also changed the amount of wyrmite or diamond required to 120 for a single summon and 1,200 for a 10-fold summon. For more information, see the regarding changes to summoning notification and regarding changes to the amount of domain gem wyrmite used in summoning notifications, which we talked about in my previous video and other videos. I'm sure I'll leave cards to those videos some point in this video. Also, regarding changes to summoning notification and regarding I think it's just the same title again. Also, there was an addendum at 1 a.m. on the 25th of today. New event type, defensive battles. This is a new type of event available for a limited time as a part of the Fire Emblem Lost Hero event, which starts after the maintenance. So basically, this event, this new mode is only going to be available during the Fire Emblems event. But I think if it's successful, they might bring it back. Who knows? Maybe they'll tweak it. If they don't like something, they'll make modifications. So it's really good that they're testing out a new mode and aren't being shy about it. Protect the gate from the attacking Dino Empire troops. For more information, see the notification, which we'll talk about. A new event, Fire Emblem Lost Hero, is coming soon. So, coming soon. Also, there's AI adjustments for allies on your team and adventurers doing autoplay. We have made it so that the AI for your allies on your team and adventurers playing with auto-enabled will use Force Strike. We've also made other adjustments to help the AI attack enemies more precisely. So they've made AI modifications across the board. Basically, if you're playing on auto, or even if you're not, your allies, the characters that you're not managing, will now even do Force Strikes and will be able to attack more precisely. So that's really good that they're making these kind of updates. Also, some additional co-op features. And this part right here is why you can't match up with people from other, from the previous version. So now you can actually set an objective and create a room with conditions. You can select from Up for Anything, Earn Epithets, Clear Quest Endeavors, Repeat a Quest, and Seek Help. And I think this is kind of good because sometimes, especially like last night, I was trying to learn HBH and HMC, and some people, their names were learning or something else, and it really kind of helped, like, okay, this other person is also learning, so we can do this and just practice. And sometimes, especially for HMC, I redid HMC a few times with the same group of people, as I think they were also trying to figure it out. And having an objective might be very helpful, just so oh, we're gonna farm and we're gonna be doing this a good amount of time. Also, note, with the exception of Up for Anything, players who select a find room will not be able to enter rooms with a set objective. We have also added a room list button to the co-op screen for each quest. This will show a list of rooms with openings for the quest you selected. The room list screen will now display rooms with conditions, and you will be able to check the conditions set for each room. So that's really cool, because then that way you're not just waiting for it to like randomly match you, especially since it will only randomly match you to the ones that are just up for anything. That way you can click it and see which one's doing what, and you can select the one that you're interested in. Also, to checking whether you meet the conditions, you'll also be able to see the condition trends. Also, I like seeing this. You will also be able to see condition trends. So for this, it just tells me, it's going to give you the data or information of like what is commonly used for this quest. So that's kind of cool. Also, the background display behind your team in the room will now show the equipped dragon instead of the adventurer. This will make it easier to tell what dragons that other players have equipped. So this is really cool. Because I'm sure like whenever you go to HMC or any of the high dragons, people are always often, you know, wanting to make sure that you have a specific dragon equipped, or, you know, make sure that like for, you know, HMS, that there's at least one phoenix in there. Also, along with these co-op features, after the maintenance that starts at 10 Central, we will be resetting the number of times you can earn the social reward by playing co-op with new players for the first time. This is awesome because basically you get 50 wyrmite for every new player you play with up to 50 times. So that is really awesome that we're going to get to do that. I should have done the math for you before, but you know. It's 2,500 wyrmite for 50 wyrmite for 50 people. That's 2,500 wyrmite, so it is nothing to scoff at. So play co-op. Also, ability levels for wrymprints. When unbound a second time, the illustration will change and any abilities will be upgraded. When unbound a fourth time, any abilities will be upgraded further. So basically, as we all know, when with wrymprints, after you unbind a second time, usually the art changes. So apparently when the art changes, the ability on the wyrmprint will also change. It will get upgraded. And then when you do it the fourth time, it's going to upgrade further. So I think, like for example, you know, if let's say the chocolate juice is 100% skill prep at, you know, 4th unbind, maybe at 3 unbind it's 75%. I think at base it might be 50. I don't remember. But like that might be a thing, and it just gets you a step closer to what it would be at maximum bound, which actually would be really good because, you know, you would still get a benefit out of, you know, wyrmprints being like a little bit unbound. Also, attacking enemies who are knocked down. So it was always annoying that if you knocked down an enemy, you couldn't damage them for a hot second. So it is now possible to damage enemies who have been knocked down. Awesome. Wyrmprint list feature added. So they've added a switch view button to enable switching to a list display for wyrmprints. This is so awesome. So basically, as you can see in the image, we have our little tile view that we currently have. But then if we switch the view, which is at the bottom where they show the little finger, it makes it into a list. So you can see the wyrmprint and their skill associated with it. It's really cool, and it's so much easier to read. It's kind of always been an annoyance for me that I would see some of these wyrmprints. I'm like, I don't exactly know what they do. I have to hold and then see what it does. It was a lot of clicking, and you know, user experience. I think this is really cool that they're doing this. Also, additional teams. They have increased the number of teams you can have from 6 to 9. This is awesome because, you know, we currently have, you know, 5 for one for each element, plus the random team that you have for whatever, and you know, you're very limited on that sense, which is weird because we do have, you know, room. But having a few extra rooms is very nice. And sticker changes. So this change, I feel like everybody has had an opinion about, and it's because they've changed some stickers. They've removed the nope sticker, the grr sticker, and also the kind of shook, you know, sticker. And they've changed them to on me, you got this, and again. So why did they do this? So I think it's because they want to have people that are starting the game have a very positive experience. So even if they're new to the game, they don't feel like, you know, constantly rejected. For example, if you go to a quest and your might isn't strong enough, they just, you know, people just spam nope, and you're like, I don't know if they're noping me, I don't know if they're noping somebody else, or like even if you meet the requirements, it's like just because you don't have the right dragon, they might just, you know, nope you. And I get the positive thing that they're doing for this. I'm sad to see, you know, Cleo go though. She's so cute. That her little stare is like the most adorable thing ever. But let me know how you feel about it. I'd love to hear. But I do think it's so, you know, we don't have negative stickers, so we, you know, we just have a very positive multiplayer experience. But I'm sure we'll figure out what other stickers to use when we're trying to explain something to the other people in the room while not being able to communicate like talking ones. Such as, you know, using the heal sticker if you're looking for a healer, or, you know, defense please or offense please, and, you know, which are stickers out there already. So definitely get creative with what, you know, what you do. Whew, so much. Oh my gosh. And we're halfway through. Oh my gosh, this video's gonna be so long. I'm so sorry. Regarding trading wrymprints in the shop, after the maintenance, it'll be possible to trade Eldwater for prints in the shop. It's gonna be in the trade shop. We've already talked about this. And the lineup will be split in the following tabs: featured, 5-star, 4-star, 3-star, and it will contain the featured tab will contain newly added wrymprints and wrymprints available for trade for a limited time. That's cool. Also, checking copies held. You can tab on the copies held magnifying glass on each of them to see how many of the selected wrymprints you have. You can check how many copies you have and what level unbound they are. So basically, like you can see here on the top one where the hand is, there's a little magnifying glass, but it says held 2. But if you click it, it shows you that both of them are, none of them are unbinded. But if you had one that was, you know, it would also show that to you. Fully unbound button. With the fully unbound button added to the bottom left, you can check the abilities of the wrymprint when fully unbounded. That is actually really cool. Just so you already know that from the get-go. Other changes. Whew. Adventurers will no longer turn around when damaged. When knocked back, adventurers will face the direction of the damage they received. I'm gonna go decently fast on this. But don't allow any of your team to fall. Battle completion reward will now only apply to your own party in raid event boss battles. That is awesome. The animations on several screens have been shortened to raise the overall pace of the game. It is now clear when you have reached the exchange limit for an item in the treasure trade shop. Good. The treasure trade UI in the shop has been adjusted to make it clear what you are trading for. A schedule button has been added to the quest selection screen for void battles. Super needed. Weapon abilities have been added to the sort conditions on the weapons list screen and the weapon crafting screen. That's awesome. Tapping close after enhancing a weapon now returns you to the enhanced tab. Thank you. I was complaining about this the other day. Well, you know, on stream. Tapping cancel after upgrading a weapon to the maximum level now returns you to the upgrade screen for that weapon. The order of each summon has been changed on the summon screen. The order of each summon has been changed on the summon screen. Okay. The effects of abilities, which are conditional based on HP, have been applied to the stats displayed on the edit team screen and detail screen. Note, only effects that those that trigger at 100% HP applied. This is merely a display change. It will not increase might. Other small UI enhancements were done on several screens. Okay, balance adjustments. Again, we're going to go decently fast so we can get to Fire Emblem. Quests like those in the main campaign will now drop wrymprints with a 3-star rarity and higher, which formerly appeared in summoning. See the details screen for each quest for more information. Considering the increased opportunity for crafting weapons, Due to the addition of void battles, we've increased the amount of weapons you can have by 100. Awesome. The amount of rewards and number of times the daily bonus can be claimed have been adjusted in to reflect the increase in overall game elements. Increase the potency of co-ability effects for 3-star and 4-star adventures, making the effect match those of 5-star adventures when fully upgraded. So that's awesome. Also, the amount of rewards and the number of items the daily bonus can be claimed have been adjusted. So that's interesting. I want to see what they've been changed to. Also, elemental scales have been removed from the materials required to obtain skills on the second mana circle and to unbind the third mana circle. That is interesting. And note, as part of the adjustment described below, we will be sending elemental scales to players who have used them in applicable areas before the maintenance starting at 10 p.m. starting after the maintenance ends. So we don't need elemental skills anymore for upgrading the second and third circle. So that's very interesting. I want to see how much we get back. And it's great that they're doing this, compensation for what you've done before. The potency of wyrmprint abilities has been increased overall. Note, the post-adjustment stats will be applied to your team's might when you adjust the team on the team screen. The might for the high Midgard res ability on Glorious Tempest has been adjusted. The maximum value for the following wyrmprint abilities has been raised. So, skill damage instead of 35, 40, strength 15 to 20, force strike 40 to 50, broken penetrator 25 to 30, gauge accelerator 30 to 35, shield prep 20% to 3, which is 30%. I like that they now include these percentages. Burning Punisher 25 to 30, Dragon Time 15 to 20, Slayer Strength 5 to 6. And actually I really like that they're doing this, as we're going along, they're finding the new limits that we should have for these wyrmprint stacked abilities. So, awesome. The final wave of Avenue to Power has been adjusted to include a boss. Interesting. Note, other than the addition of wyrmprints as drop rewards starting with this version, there will be no other changes to the obtainable rewards. Cool. The defeat all enemies clear condition for Chapter 6, 1-2, Watch for the Falling Trees hard, has been changed to eliminate a specific threat. Also, the descriptions for some items have been adjusted. Issues fixed. When Kuhai performed Force Strike after using Keen Blade skill, enemy collision no longer applied. When Albert performed Force Strike after using the Thunderous Impulse skill, enemy collisions no longer applied. When receiving trap damage while in mid-air as part of sword attack, the attack was cancelled. That always sucks. When Julieta used Glorious Guard skill, certain attacks hit more under its effects. The Dragon Gauge did not fill when additional damage was dealt to enemies due to bleeding, poison, or burning. That's awesome that they've updated this. It was sometimes impossible to progress on the enhanced screen after performing certain steps. There was a delay between the ready mark displayed after tapping ready and co-op. Happens a lot. When normal image quality was set on certain devices and the number of goodies and the goodie box was 100 or more, both limited and number limit, it displayed as 9. I'm sure that freaked some people out. When unbinding on certain devices, weapons and dragons in the unbind materials did not display, so it only showed item materials. In helper settings, it was not possible to change wyrmprints when filtered using sort. When moving from the unbind screen to the castle, the unbind screen's display remained in the top left screen. In High Mercury's trial, under certain conditions, it was sometimes possible to avoid attacks which should have been unavoidable without entering the spheres of salvation. So, that's a lot. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry for the long video, but I will leave timestamps like I mentioned at the beginning of this video. Okay, so that is everything that's coming with the version update. It is amazing and great that they're making all of these changes. Very, very positive. Now let's talk about Fire Emblems. So, 24 minutes in the video. Fire Emblems event is coming tonight after maintenance, and this is why I'm keeping it to one video instead of sending you 2 videos today. So, the event will start after maintenance. You aim to protect your cave from attacking enemy troops in the new event format Defensive Battles to earn rewards. So we've already talked that, heroes from another world are thrust into the world of Dragalia Lost. As two princes clash, a bewitching emissary launches an attack with the Imperial army. It's the power to open otherworldly gates versus dragon blood in this meeting of two realms. With heroes' motivations and alliances intertwined, what will become of this world? We hope you're looking forward to the event. Yes, we are. The event is going to happen from the 25th of April until the 14th of May. It's a longer event, but I'm very excited because it's our first collaboration event. There is a trailer, which I will show you some screenshots of, on the Twitter. And it shows some of the characters that are coming. Also, there will be a Fire Emblem Lost Heroes event to celebrate the arrival of these characters, which are going to include 1. Fire Emblem bonus. Get Wyrmite and other gifts when you log in during the event. Nice. I'm just looking, thinking of all the Wyrmite and other stuff we're going to get. Probably Eldwater as well. Event duration, we already know. After maintenance starting from the 25th to May 21st is for the login bonus. 2. Main campaign half stamina event. During the event, stamina expended while playing the main campaign will cut in half. That's awesome because I haven't done chapter 8, which I will do now. Event duration, after the maintenance starting. So, number 3, double drops for Avenue of Power. During the event, drop rewards you obtain from Avenue of Power will be doubled. That's awesome in case you need to upgrade any of your characters. Note, this event does not apply to wrymprints or the badge event item. Spoiler, there's a badge event. And, you do have to complete chapter 2-1 to be able to do this event, which is awesome. And that's part of what we know. The other part of what we know is we have a coming soon thing on the top left of our screen. And, we've already read this, but, coming soon to Dragalia Lost. You can actually see one of the characters in the back. I forget her name. But, we also have Alphonse and somebody else. I don't play Fire Emblem. I'm not going to lie to you. But, some details we know is clear event and main campaign quests to earn badges. You use these badges to advance in the event story. Or you can trade them for treasure. And this kind of feels like they're going to do that defensive battles thing, but they're also kind of having a story event together. Because this really reminds me of the format that we had for the Valentine's Day event, which was really awesome that you could trade those roses for different things during that. So I really like that, and I'm looking forward to this. Yeah, so clear quests to earn badges and use them to unlock new chapters of the event story. So awesome. And apparently, we can get these badges anywhere since they can also drop in Avenue of Power. So, very excited. So, something that they did post is this trailer. I do have the English version up, thankfully. And we basically have a spoiler of what is coming in the event. Well, not really spoiler, but we can get to see some of these characters. So, I'm not going to play the whole trailer because it's kind of long. What's a minute 30? But, copyright stuff. You can see some of the characters that come in. So, Dragalia Lost, Fire Emblem Heroes. Alphonse is joining our quest. And then we also have Marth joining us. And we have this person called Bjorn. I can't pronounce her name. And we're getting Veronica as well. And it's very curious. Just let's think about what their weapons could be. For example, Alphonse, we know it's a light sword. Maybe Marth is a fire sword. Bjorn, maybe a water lance. And Veronica, she could either be a staff user or a wand user. It's hard to know because, she has this book. So I think she could be a magic caster or a healer. Just don't know. But you could see Jordan has a lance type weapon, so I could see that being a thing. And Marth has a sword, and the flames behind him. So I do fully think he's fire, and we have water, surrounding her. And she has to be Shadow. I think the colors do mean something, so hopefully that's true. They're showing kind of the quest, story progression with these characters. So very excited. they do show a little thing about the quest type defensive battle, so you can kind of see some gameplay of it. So that's really, you know, really cool to be able to see it a little bit ahead of time, since this will be coming in today's maintenance. So this character, I forget her name, but she seems to be our nemesis, and we probably won't be able to collect her in the game, but you know, it's still cool. We know that Alphonse for sure is going to be a free unit that we earn and, you know, can increase our friendship with, but we don't know how all these other units are going to come to us. It is possible that we're going to have a banner, they might be free, we don't know. I mean, personally, I am of the assumption that there's going to be a banner that we can summon from and be able to get all these characters. Personally, I will summon for it just because they're limited time characters, they're in a collab, and once we actually know what these characters do, I will do a, is it, you know, kind of unit review, are they worth, and should we summon? But, you know, it's apparently too early for that. I thought we would know what they would do today, but we're not. Well, I guess we'll know whenever, you know, maintenance happens and, you know, we come back from it. But that is pretty much it. I know this video was long. It was much longer than I thought it would be, but that's okay. I'm sure I left a timestamp in the description and in the comments for you to skip to this Fire Emblem section. But, you know, it's just so exciting to have this collaboration finally arrive, because we've been waiting for it since, you know, they called it out a while back. I'm doing my last daily deal to end this video, and it seems like it did not go well. You know, daily deals did not like me in this banner at all, but am I going to summon, do it, you know, some more singles to see if I can get a 5-star? No, I'm not. Look at this 3-star wrymprint. I just sold like several of them, but it is what it is. But, you know, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you. I hope, I don't know if you made it to the end of this video. I hope you comment and let me know what you think of, you know, all these updates in the version and also the Fire Emblems event. It's just so crazy. Also, if you have a question for me for the Ask Mew video, please drop it down on the comments if you haven't done so already. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and yeah, thank you everybody for, you know, continuing to support me. I'll try to be as consistent as possible next week. Unfortunately, real life, real work takes priority. So thank you all so much for being here. I hope you enjoy the event once it comes, and I will see you tomorrow for more videos. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, meow.